There's a handful of benefits. I mean, first and foremost, I think it's really about civic pride and a community coming together, unity. Pro sports, really, there's nothing like it that brings people together from all different walks of life. So rarely are you going to see a CEO of a major corporation high-fiving a gentleman that might, drive a mail truck or something. So it really brings people together and brings the community together. That's first and foremost. I think that's really crucial. The second part really probably is when you think about just putting a city on the map, not only nationally but globally. So when you have, and you've read these stories where they talk about, a city's not a city unless they've got a professional sports team. I'm not sure if that's true, but the pro sports teams really allow a city to kind of shine and put them on a national and global stage. So whether they're playing a game on national television or they're hosting an NBA All-Star game that goes globally, people see the city, they talk about the city during the broadcast usually. There's probably segments that they may go around the city and do things for the community as part of the event. So it really puts the city on the map. And what that allows a city to do is, one, it might help you to drive corporations to bring their headquarters there or offices there. I certainly think that students that are thinking about going to school somewhere, if they know about the city because they've watched a professional sports team on television, I think that helps. So it really allows a city to kind of make a name for itself. And I also think just the overall economic impact, obviously, everything from putting jobs on the map in the arena or the stadium, certainly all the people that work there, but all the businesses around a stadium. If you think about places where people go before the game, after the game, buying merchandise at retail stores. So the economic impact is millions of dollars, and a lot of ancillary businesses are built around that team when it's in the city. And then I guess the other thing I would say is the players and the executives of the team give back to the community. So there's a lot of outreach that goes on with the players and with their charities, things they do, rebuilding playgrounds or putting together youth education towns, things like that, that really, without a pro team, you may not see those things in your city. So there's a lot of different areas it touches across the city, and really, again, it takes it globally most of the time. Sure, so I would probably use their most recent relocation of a team to Oklahoma City. So that was a team that a number of years ago there was a bombing there, and some people might have known the city because of that. But without a professional sports team, there are probably a lot of people who didn't really hear about the city or know much about it. When the Seattle Supersonics moved there and the Thunder began playing, it really put that city on the map. And the overall economic impact, I don't know how the exact dollars, but it's been in the millions of dollars. And most importantly, when you watch the Oklahoma City Thunder play, you see everybody's in the same T-shirts during the playoffs, and it really brought, again, that local pride to the city. And I think that would be, the most recent kind of example of that. But you see it every time a team, whether it's an expansion team, now with Las Vegas, with the Oakland Raiders moving there, with the new NHL team there, all of that kind of puts another spin on a city and allows people to kind of come into the city, whether they're visiting or the local fans get behind the team. So again, the impact will be felt, as I said, across various different elements within the city. Yeah, I think overall, if you think about the team itself, it's not just a basketball team or a football team or a baseball team, hockey team. It's really an asset for the team. For the city. So it's something that I think if I were a mayor or what have you of a city, I think I would look at it as, okay, how can we take this incredible, first and foremost, it's an entertainment property, but take this property and let's call it content for the social media and all the different channels you might take that content out to the world. But I think when you look at it and you think, okay, I've got an asset here, what are all the different elements, almost writing a business plan around the team, what are all the elements I can use across the power of this team to kind of help my city, again, whether it's bringing corporations in, bringing visitors in. There's a lot of fans that'll travel to watch their team in another city. So how do I cater to those people? So if I know my football team's playing a team from Minnesota and they're coming into Detroit or what have you, what can I do to make those fans love the city, have a great experience? I think back on Phoenix when they had the NBA All-Star weekend there. Again, another element of being able to bring these big events in. They did an incredible job at the airport. I know this sounds like you wouldn't think about it per se, but their airport, the minute you got off the plane, welcome to Phoenix, hope you have a great time at the All-Star game. You know, if you're not going to the All-Star game, enjoy our city. And they had these people welcoming you all the way, you know, literally from your gate to the baggage claim and then on out. And then when we left, same thing. It's like, I hope you had a great time. They're handing out pamphlets about the city. So things like that where it's like, okay, you know that the minute the person lands in your city, how do you make this an incredible experience for them? So they say, you know what, I want to go back there and take a vacation, or I want to go back and do another, you know, to go take in another baseball game or what have you. So really kind of think about all the different elements and almost put together a business plan on how do you touch the fans, not only locally, but the visitors coming to the city.